Okay. All right, guys. So I just want to jump on today and kind of go over VIP 800 and 1600 and kind of talk a little bit big picture about it. For those of you who have been around a while, I get, you know this, you're good with this, especially if you have really worked with me closely, you were on target on explaining the VIP 800 and 1600. And I have talked to a couple of you just personally about how your recording went. I didn't respond to every single person. I heard your recordings. Actually, I'm still waiting on a couple people's recordings, but I think that the reason that a couple of you didn't send your recordings, I'm assuming, is because you're just not quite sure, and that's okay. I will tell you that the majority of you were not right on it. You were close, but not right on it. And so we're just going to kind of talk big picture first on VIP 800. So the first thing, and I'll tell you this, like Lisa and Teresa and Heather, those of you who have been with me for a long time, and we all kind of grew up in this whole thing together, doing this all together, we're relatively together in this. We're all explaining it the same way, and it's going the same way. But this is why we say, like, duplication is key in this business, because if we continue to duplicate what is working and what is correct, it should just follow all the way down the line. But there has been some disconnect, and so let's get reconnected and focused in, so that those of you who are a little bit newer are sharing the VIP 800, which is the backbone of our business, correctly and with people. The first thing that I want you to remember, and the most important thing that I want you to remember, is that every single person coming into this business is going to be your next 12K. Every single person coming to this business is going to be a business builder with you. Every single person coming to this business is going to link arms and grow this business with you. Keep that in the forefront of your mind, guys. Put that out there. Be thinking that as you're talking to people. Never, ever think small. Always think big. So I heard several of you say things like, you can just buy the $200 pack. Don't worry. That's thinking small. No one should be buying the $200 pack. The $200 pack is dumb. It's a starter pack. Doesn't even give you enough product for the whole entire month. Don't sell the $200 pack. Dumb. Don't do it. But I get it. So many of you were taught that. That is thinking so small. And the beauty of this business is it's an incredible opportunity that can change lives in so many ways. And we need to be excited about it and thinking big with it, because then the people that come on and link arms with us are excited to be a business builder with us. I was listening to John Maxwell this morning. I just absolutely love him. And do you know he was a pastor before he got into all the leadership stuff? Anyway, he was talking about, are you a difference maker? And this was a podcast from back in March that he did. And he was talking about, are you a difference maker? And people who are difference makers, and whatever you want to do, keep in mind, he is talking at leadership levels, at all leadership levels, not directly at network marketing. He's talking about pastors at leadership levels and CEOs and all of that. So, but he's talking about, are you a business builder? Are you a difference maker? So really think about that. Do you want to be a difference maker? And so he gives like 11 different, I should do a whole thing on this because it was really, really good, but he gives like these 11 different ways that you can be a difference maker. And one of them, the very first one that he says, is get connected with a leader who is already making a difference. And that he breaks it down into 3 underneath that. And that leader thinks big. That leader is excited about changing the future. And then the second thing that he says is get connected with other people who want to be difference makers. Even if they're not quite there yet, be connected. Get in a circle with people who want to be different. They want to make a difference. So if you are following leadership on podcasts or YouTube videos and stuff that are causing you to think small, i.e. selling the $200 pack, or here's another thing that I heard a lot of you say, don't worry, order an Autoship and then just go back and delete your Autoship. What the heck? How do you have a business that keeps on building if you're deleting your Autoship? Heck no, we don't delete the Autoship. We can skip an Autoship, but we're not deleting an Autoship. So be connected and be thinking at big picture and with people who are thinking big picture. Every single person who I sign up to become a promoter in this business, I automatically am assuming they are linking arms with me. They are running with me. They're excited. They want to be a business builder. Now, when we get into the first week of talking with them, that may change a little bit when I kind of hear what their goals are and what they're thinking. But oftentimes, most people coming in who actually do want to, build a business with you, they're thinking, I would like to build a business. I would like to have a side hustle. I would like to have something bigger. If you are putting that out there, if you are thinking bigger, if your mindset is about bringing in business builders, bringing in people who are going to link arms with you and build this business and change people's lives with you. So that's first and foremost what I want you guys to constantly be thinking about. I am not a big fan of hitting VIP 800 with spouses, moms, dads, sisters, best friends. I'm just not. Your mindset right there is small. Your mindset right there is your next paycheck, and you are not thinking building an empire. You are not thinking building a legacy business when you are thinking, oh, I'll just bring in. Now, if the person is at VIP 1600 and they have one more promoter that they need, and they're at the very end of their 2 weeks, sure, I can understand signing up their mom. Sure, I can understand signing up their husband. Although I always say husbands should be the very, 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 very last resort, because then they want to build their husbands to VIP 1600. And you don't want to combat and who should I build? Where should I go? So these things are all things that, guys, I didn't learn this brand new. I learned this as I went, because my whole entire first 2 months when I was hitting 40K was I knew nothing, and I was putting every single person on three-way calls with somebody in my upline that was teaching me all of this. Like, this doesn't just happen. This happens by connecting people over and over with several people in upline. For those of you who are more new, or those of you who are way down my line, Heather and Teresa and Lisa can all tell you, we weren't having anybody do any three-way calls until they had done 15 to 20 three-way calls with at least 3 people in the upline. Like, that's just how it used to be. And I don't know where that disconnect came, but that's just, and now we don't do three-way calls nearly as much, but I still will encourage people. Hey, just this weekend, I said to Teresa, hey, can you get Kendra on that call? Like, if you're trying to only keep people with you, oh my gosh, what a detriment. Because here's the deal. Not everyone's going to connect with me. So I have no issues with Teresa. All the 3 girls that I keep saying can tell you, I am not a great fit for everyone, because I talk fast, I'm really overexcited, and sometimes that scares people off. So sometimes Teresa will say to me, okay, I got this new promoter, but she's not ready for you yet. So I'm putting her on a call with Kendra. Or Heather will say, okay, I've got this new promoter and I'm a lot, but you're really a lot on the phone, Jami. So I'm going to connect her with Carrie. Like, oh my gosh, that doesn't hurt my feelings. I get it. That's so awesome that you know who you should be connecting your person with. Genius. Okay. So I want you guys to all be focused on these things as you're bringing new people in, and as you're getting excited about your next person. You may not know, I don't know who my next person's going to be, but I'm already praying for that person. And I already know that person's going to go 12K. Like, that should be our constant thought process as we build this business. So next, before I want to go through all of these steps, and then we'll talk just about explaining the VIP. So I don't know every single detail about the packages. I don't think we need to know, because that's in the cloud office. If they sign up to become a promoter, they can go in and they can look at the packages themselves. You need to teach a person to fish. Like, we cannot, I mean, just the other day, Lisa has been with me forever. And I don't even remember the question that you asked me, Lisa. And I said, I can tell you, but I'm not, which would take me 2 seconds to tell her the answer. But I said, I'm not going to, I'm going to tell you how to find it. And so I think that's super important for all of us. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be a bitch and I don't want to help Lisa. It means that I really want to help Lisa, and I really want Lisa to step into her leadership position and know how to find these things. So that is where it starts right there, is we have 3 promoter packages that they should dive in. But this is the way that I explain the promoter packages. And honestly, it was Courtney Glasser who explained this. And we have a video that she actually came onto our team page a few years ago. She and I were on the stage at Thrivepalooza a few years ago, and I got to know her really well. And so I asked her to come into our team page and do a Zoom, because again, you need to be hearing from everybody. When you think that you're the smartest person in the room, find a new room. Like, we should be bringing in people and hearing from a lot of other leaders. So you can search Courtney Glasser in our search, and it should pull up her video if you want to watch the whole entire thing. But Most of us don't have 20 or 30 minutes to explain the packages. So this is how I explain the packages. I always explain big first. So I always say, okay, we have 3 promoter packages. Our first one is an $800 pack. That package is for people who are coming into this business and ready to build. They are a business builder. Their focus is on, I am going to kill it in this business. There is enough product for yourself in that $800 pack, plus a ton of product to be able to sample out. You can either sell your samples, give your samples away, and we can discuss all of that after you get your package. But that $800 package has free shipping, comes with a cool thing where they pay you at the top rank of the company for 4 months. So that's kind of cool too. But that package really is for a business builder, somebody who's looking to come in here and run. Another package that we have is a $200 package. It's a starter package. It's not the best package because it doesn't come with enough product. The way that it's packaged, it doesn't even come with enough product for yourself for a whole entire month. So not the best package. Kind of the sweet spot for most people is our $400 package. I love this package because it gives you enough product for yourself for the month, plus a little bit of product to be able to sample out if you would like to either sell your samples or give your samples away. That $400 pack is really for the person that isn't ready to kind of invest and become that major business builder at $800, and so it's that sweet spot of $400. So which package do you think is going to be the best fit for you? So we're setting them up if they are a business builder, and that's going to tell you right there, guys, when I heard the 3 packages, I put that $800 package on my credit card and never thought about it for a second. Like I just did it because I knew I was coming in to run, right? So that's how you know what your people are going to do, is if they're like, yeah, I'm ready, let's buy the $400 pack. You better be ready to get her on a call, get her linked up with other leaders because she is going to be a runner. If they're looking at you going, I don't know if I can even afford the 400, yikes. Like, are they ready to promote, or are they really just wanting to get their product for free? Like, those are the questions that need to be asked. And not everyone comes in and buying a package. Keep in mind, if they come in as a promoter, they don't have to buy a package. I mean, as a customer, I'm sorry, if they come in as a customer and they're already on Autoship and stuff, they don't need to buy a promoter package. So I oftentimes will hold those people because then you can use them for the getaways, right? Because they've never bought a package yet. So you can use them for the getaways. So something to think about. We can discuss that if you have questions further outside of this. But I want to remind you that people do what you do. So if you are not encouraging them to think big and go big, they're bringing in their next person. They're going to hit their VIP 800 thinking small, and they're encouraging their person to just sell the $200 pack. I mean, then your whole entire line is thinking small all the way down, because people always do what you do. Heather, didn't you buy the $800 pack out the gate? Yeah. Teresa, I think you bought the $800 pack out the gate too. Yeah. So that just goes to show, like, people who are just ready to go. And that's because that's how we always explained it. That's how Chris Collins explained it, how Mike Page explained it, how Kendra Morris explained it. And that's how we just continued to. So sorry about the disconnect for those of you who are a little bit lower in the line, and that just happens. So now it's your responsibility to step up as a leader to your team and change the trajectory of how you share your VIP and how you share those packages. Next, I want to hit on Autoships, because several of you said, don't worry, you can cancel your Autoship. Guys, residual income, make money as you sleep, multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing is repeat sales, is people on Autoship. So incredibly important. I heard some of you say to me, several of you actually said to me, well, it makes me just so nervous. Okay. That's a mindset thing that you have to get rid of. If you were at Thrivepalooza, you heard me on the stage say, if you think it's expensive, other people are going to think it's expensive. You have to change your mindset on that. I never once thought this product is expensive. And 7 years in, I rarely hear people say, I think it's expensive. Rarely. I mean, because I never thought it was. I was spending $600 a month on another product. So I thought $150 was cheap. So we don't box yourself in by telling people that they can just delete their Autoship. This is how I explain it. If you've been in a 3-way call with me, you've heard this over and over. And again, this comes down from Mike Page, Chris Collins, Kendra Morris down. And the way that I explain it is I say, okay, so we're going to have you go ahead and order an Autoship Autoship saves you 20%. And then if you're doing credits, if you give them credits, I would say, and this allows you to use the credit. So I always say that. It might be a little not true, but it kind of goes. So I always say, hey, we're going to go ahead and order an Autoship. Autoship saves you the 20%. Don't worry. Just like you logged in and you're ordering right now, you can log in and pause, delete, edit your Autoship at any time. And I'm going to stay in really good contact with you, so you don't need to worry about your Autoship. So go ahead, click the up arrow on the Autoship side. So then it's going to show you a 1 on Autoship and a 1 on today's order. Don't worry. You're just getting 1 order. Okay. Do you get that? All right. Now scroll to the bottom and click the blue button that says continue order. So you're just talking them right through it. Like you guys, literally, I just had 2 orders come in, 2 brand new orders come in yesterday. No one ever questions me. They just don't. They just go along with it because I am leading with incredible amount of confidence. If you don't have that confidence, get me on the phone. Let me do it for you and use my confidence until yours sets in. And yours will set in. I didn't have any of that confidence until I heard Kendra, Mike Page, and Chris Collins talk all my customers through the orders in the first 2 months, right? Like that's just, it's just how this business works. So that's how I always talk people through it. Plus, keep in mind, I'm following up with people via my Auto Elite tracker and my calendar constantly. So their Autoships are never going to run. Again, it's building relationship and building trust with our customers. So I won't go into great detail on that. So those are the things that I wanted to really cover with you guys. As far as your VIP. So VIP 800 and VIP 1600 really is the backbone of this company. If every single promoter coming in hits VIP 1600, I mean, all of us would be multimillionaires if everyone just focused on VIP 800 and 1600 over and over and over. So the way that I explain it is I always say, oh my gosh, Heather, I'm so excited that you decided to promote with us. So we have 2 really cool bonuses. They're timed bonuses that you have the opportunity to earn up to $1,300 in personal bonuses in your first 2 weeks with this company. Like, I don't know any other company that you can come in your jammies with your smartphone, earn up to $1,300 in personal bonuses. And it's super, super simple. The way that you do that is 2 customers that order on Autoship and 2 promoters that purchase promoter packs, decide they want to link arms with you and build a little business with you. And when they there's some promoter packages that they can purchase. When that totals $800 in those qualifying orders, the company pays you up to $660 in personal bonuses. It's a $400 cash bonus. It's $100 in product credit. And it's roughly $160 in commissions. And you have the opportunity to do that twice in your first 2 weeks. That's it. That's all it is. It's like 27 seconds. Like the less you say, the more they hear. Let them ask questions. And then you start on day 1, the minute they hit that. All right, who are we talking to? Is that person going to be a customer or promoter? Talk to me about it. All right, who are you putting me on the phone with? Who are you connecting with today to put me on the phone? By day 3, I'm saying to them, kind of depending on how often they're talking to me by day, and I am calling my new promoters. I'm on the phone with my new promoter every single day. Like I'm calling them. By day 3, if they're not doing a lot, I'm saying to them, so what's going on? Like, what's your goal here? Do you want to hit it? Am I pushing too much? What do you need from me? Because they've spent now 2 days with me pushing on them to do stuff. I need to know where their head is. Like, what are they? And that's just questions, dialing in the questions. How are you feeling about this? Are you on the product? What are you loving about the product? Have you shared that that's what you're loving about the product? Are you nervous about talking to people? Tell me about the people that you want to talk to. Like dial in, find out where they're at. What are they looking for? Because guys, again, let's go back to, I don't sign people up as promoters unless they really want to promote. Like I just don't. I have a low number of personal promoters because if people just want their Thrive for free and they don't want to do the work with it, why are we flipping them to promoters? In my personal opinion, that's my personal opinion. Everybody has a different thought process on it. I feel like Auto Elite is a $10,000 a year bonus. I'm not walking away from that. So it's really up to you. I know we push harder during the VIP period to get people to promote, to hit the VIPs. But it's conversations. I'm finding out where they're at and what do they want to do with this business. How often are you reaching out? How often are you checking in? How excited are they? And keep in mind, we have to believe in them before they believe in themselves, because they're going to get a lot of no's in that first week and they're going to get discouraged. It just happens. It's just the way of the industry. So it's just encouraging them to keep going. So, so that's when, once they get their first customer, you're talking to them about, I always go in and talk to them about their tracker. I'm on the phone with them. I'm having them look at their tracker. So they understand. They really need to clearly understand how important it is for their two people to order an auto ship. And that is tricky. Oftentimes, if you are not forcing them to walk their customer through their first order, they are most likely not going to order an auto ship. So I always say to my promoters, listen, I've got credits for your first two customers. I'm going to give your first two customers $25 off, but they have to get on the phone and order with me. I have to walk them through their order. Bye, honey. So it's senior ditch day. So they're all going to a party, pool party. So that's on us. If you want your promoters to find success, you have to lead them. I'll never forget my very first Palooza. I was at Beth Graves sat on the stage, and she had I couldn't even tell you what the number was, but she had the most people in a network hit VIP 800, 1600. She stood up on the stage, and Jason said to her, "What are you doing different?" And she said, I am on the phone every single day with my VIPs, and I am talking to their people every single day. And to this day, Beth Graves will tell you the same exact thing. And here's the deal: success leaves clues. And that she has massive success with getting people to VIP 800 and 1600. That is a clue. She gets them on the phone. So I have followed that success, and I get every single person on the phone. So that is all of the information that I want to share with you today. What questions anybody have any questions? I know I talk fast, but it's recorded, so you can go back if you need to. All right, awesome. Cool. Well, super excited to hear your takeaways in this. Feel free to drop them in the chat, and I'm going to stop the recording now, but you can go ahead and stay on for a second. Oh yeah, I can stop it. Yes.